Hey everyone! So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about all the things that I wish I knew before high school. Just some tips that I think would really help you guys that are still in high school, about to go into high school. Just some things that I really think are valuable tips that either help me throughout high school or things that I learned about that definitely can help you guys to get through high school, get the most out of your high school experience. For me, high school was an amazing 4 years, and it really I grew so much as a person. Like, I can't even begin to express, like, my extracurriculars helped me find my best friends, and it really just like shaped me into the person who I am today. And obviously, there's still more room for growth. There's always room for growth. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So the first thing that I want to talk about is time management. Time management is literally the most important thing that I thought helped me throughout my high school experience. And that includes just like organization, using calendars. So for me, I use Google Calendar for all of my events. I planned out everything day by day. Obviously, some days I forgot to plan it out, but like usually I used Google Calendar to plan out my events, my activities, when certain homeworks were due. And for my homeworks, I used a journal, or I made to-do lists sometimes when I wanted to make it look pretty and things like that. But when I was in school, I used my agenda pad, and I made sure to not forget any of the homeworks that I had that were due. And time management is just something that's so valuable, because in high school, if you're on sports teams, if you're in a lot of extracurriculars, then you might get caught up in the moment and might forget about one or two homeworks. And then that's when you use your journal or your agenda pad to look back and see, oh, what homeworks did I miss? So my next tip is to build relationships with your guidance counselors and teachers. This tip helped me out so much throughout high school, because ever since 9th grade, I always made sure to build relationships with my teachers, and especially with my guidance counselor. I started going to her ever since 9th grade, and she's been the biggest help to me throughout my high school career, helping me write essays for summer programs and helping me with my supplements and college applications. It was just so nice to be comfortable with my teachers and guidance counselor, because whenever I did need help, I felt a lot more comfortable going to ask for help because I already had a relationship with them. So I think that, yeah, it's nice to have people at school that you can depend on besides your friends, because let's say if you just need help, like, can you help me edit this essay? Can you help me look over this paper? Like, you can ask your teachers and your guidance counselor. So I definitely would not have gone through high school without the support of my guidance counselor, especially. Shout out to you. And all my teachers, I really cannot thank them or appreciate them enough, because the things they've done for me, the lessons they've taught me have been so valuable to me, and they will be valuable to me for the rest of my life. So I really hope you guys develop relationships with your teachers and guidance counselors. Okay, so this next one, it took me a while, or I don't even know if I have figured this out yet, but it's okay to say no to certain activities. So what I mean by this is, you're just one person, right? Like, you live one life, you have 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week, and it's basically impossible for you to do all the activities or extracurriculars in the world. Like, that, the reason why I'm saying that I don't really know if I've figured this out yet is because if you guys are watching this, people that have gone to my school, my friends, you know that I literally am always wanting to do something new, something that interests me. I want to do it. So I'm just always busy all the time. I'm busy. And for example, sophomore year, I joined winter track because I thought, why not? That must be cool. I can stay in shape. And then it ended up like reflecting on some of my averages that year or that quarter, because I was getting home late every night from track practice, and I stuck with it because I was like, no, like I want to get to the end of the season, so I stuck with it. But I think that year it definitely taught me a lot. That was sophomore year, because even though, yes, joining winter track was a great experience and everything, but it was taking away from the time that I could be spending working on some of my like AP Euro essays or my pre-calc stuff, my pre-calc homework. So like with that being said, try to focus yourself on things that you actually like doing. Like, try not to spread yourself so thin that you're doing certain things that you don't really like to do, and just in that those couple of things that you actually like to do, invest yourself in it. Try to create new initiatives that can help the club become better, or just do things that will make the club a better place because you like to do it. And I think that's just something to keep in mind for the rest of my life. And I definitely had not a rough time trying to figure that out, but it definitely took me a while, because like freshman year, I went to like every single, we had a club fair, so then I like registered for all the clubs just because I wanted to see what I would like. And then I started realizing that I was just a part of way too many clubs, and I started like dialing it down a little, and finding the ones that I liked the most. And I think that was actually a good idea for me to do, because if I didn't like check out all the different clubs, maybe I wouldn't have found out that I liked some of the clubs that I didn't initially think I was going to like. So that kind of leads me to my next tip, which is don't be scared to try new things. Like, high school is a place where there's so many opportunities, like clubs or just like maybe classes that you might possibly be interested in are presented to you. And it's so important that you make sure to try certain things and like not be held back from trying certain things. And what I mean by this is, when you ask advice from other people, take it lightly, because if let's say you want to try computer science and you ask a junior and you're a sophomore, you ask a junior, oh, how is like this computer science class? And then the person says something very negative about the class, like giving it very bad reviews, I guess. And then you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't take computer science anymore. But the thing is that like you might regret not taking the computer science class, and one person saying something negative about the class doesn't necessarily mean that you might not like it. So like, what if you join computer science and it ends up being your favorite class of the year? So it just like, obviously ask for advice from many people, but don't let that advice hold you back from something that you've been wanting to do for a while. So yeah, this next tip is something that I've definitely taken quite a while to realize or to be comfortable with, and it's just to stop caring about what other people think about you. In my middle school years, early 9th grade, I definitely was kind of that person that cared about what other people thought about me. I was very caught up in getting approval from other people. Like, looking back at myself, I really feel bad for that person, because some of the things that I did were influenced by what other people thought about me, or what I thought other people thought about me. And once I like started kind of realizing who I was, that I wasn't that kind of person, I kind of started not caring about what other people thought about me. And that was like what I said before, that I grew a lot throughout my high school experience. That is one of, or if not like the most valuable way that I did grow as a person, because once I started realizing that other people, like, your life is your life, and what other people think about you really don't matter in the long run, because in high school, most likely you're not going to know these people that are talking negatively in 10 years, not even 5 years. Like, you're going to find new people in college, and like worrying about what other people say about you is just going to hold you back in so many ways. And so once I realized that, like, I definitely saw myself grow as a person immensely. Stay open-minded. So I think this is just a tip for life in general, but definitely it's important in not college. I'm not in college yet. For high school, because let's say if you have one career in mind, let's say you really want to be a lawyer and you like just have that one career in mind, but let's say an opportunity for you to do some kind of like a business venture or something like that opens itself up, then if you're so focused on that one career, that opportunity is, you're going to miss out on that opportunity. And I think the most important thing is to just be open-minded for new opportunities. Lastly, the biggest tip that I can give you guys is life goes by so fast, and I know this is so cheesy, but like, cherish every moment that you have in high school, because especially now with this whole coronavirus situation, it's really just taught me to never ever take any moment for granted, because every day in high school, every risk you take, every mistake you make, like, it will all help you in the end. And just appreciate every moment. Try new things, make new friends, explore, like, just explore what there is, like what the world has to offer, and use it to grow as a person and to enjoy your life. So I really hope you guys liked this video. It was really kind of sentimental for me, almost, kind of looking back at my high school experience, and now the fact that I might not even be able to walk and get my diploma on stage and might have to do it at home is kind of really sad. But at the same time, I really hope you guys just have hope in the future and like what the future holds, because that's what I'm kind of trying to do this whole quarantine, is keep a positive mindset about the amazing things that might happen in the future. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope this helps you guys in your high school experience, in your life experience even. There's some tips that will apply for the rest of your life. So yeah, make sure to like this video, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel, and make sure to turn the post notifications on, because I will be trying to upload more content. And I'll see you guys next time.